Oh, hello. Dave, I found some pictures of you that I'd like, not those pictures, but I did find some pictures we'd like to share with everybody to kind of immortalize this moment. Those were pretty good, but I have a note here from Joseph Andrade with a few other pictures that might be even better. Joseph says, tell him thanks for his interest, work in science, literacy, and education, for doing so much for pharmaceutics, and for doing lots for bioengineering. Trader. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. Those were great, but there's some people now that would like to say a few more things to you.
Hi Dave, I think you're just that type of person when people talk to you and speak with you, always have a strong impression about you. So of course I'm very, very grateful that you as a department chair bring me to this department, to this college, which I like them very much. I'm also very grateful during our interview trip or during our recruiting trip, you treated me and my wife very well. I clearly remember that during one of this trip, you and Holly and your youngest daughter host us at your backyard. We had the dinner together. We have a burger. I still remember we had a burger and we have a toast together. We have such good conversation. You know, after that conversation, I just feel that Utah and Salt Lake City is not novel to me anymore. Although I will move from North Carolina to Utah, will leave my old friends and come to meet new people. But I just feel there will be a lot of friends in Salt Lake. So I'm really happy that you had that dinner and make our transition to Salt Lake City really, really easier. Thank you.
That was beautiful. Here's another one.
I've known Dave Grainger for a long time. I was just trying to remember the first time he and I ever met. I think it was when I was a young faculty member in the Department of Pharmaceutics and Pharmaceutical Chemistry. At that point, most of the department was located over in Research Park in 421 Waukera Way. And forget the exact year, perhaps 89, 90, Dave was just finishing up his PhD degree, and he came and he had a postdoc lined up in Germany, and he came in to talk to me about some of the antibodies that we've been working with. And come to find out, what he wanted was to take some of the antibodies with him to Germany to do some studies. And so anyway, I agreed to provide some of our anti-fluorescein antibodies that we were doing structure and function studies with at the time. And Dave took them to Germany with him and did work there, and he also later, when he became a young faculty member at the Oregon Graduate Institute, kept on doing work. And I can remember that Dave would, call me up and saying, well, I'm flying through Salt Lake International Saturday morning, could you run antibodies out to me? And I did that at least one time, perhaps twice. And so then later I served on the search committee that resulted in Dave coming here as the chair of the pharmaceutics department. And I can remember when Dave came for his second visit, which was this time of the year, he told me that he had done more than 90 plane flights that year. And so that kind of gave me an idea about the amount of travel that he does, which has carried on through most of the 10 years that he's been our department chair. So anyway, I think that Dave has both new opportunities and challenges as chair of the bioengineering department, and wish you, Dave, the best of luck there. And I'm sure we'll still continue to collaborate from periodically, and it has been a fun, I don't know, close to 30 years or perhaps more.
What? I'm fine. Just go to the next one, okay?
Sure, no, he's a really pleasant individual to work with. I think you can easily get along with Dave. He's welcoming, he never makes judgments. I think that's always nice. He hired me, that was a good thing for me. And what else? Yeah, no, Dave is a thought leader on campus and beyond. So I think if one thing stands out from Dave, he really has a vision and puts different teams and people together. I think he does a great job of that. This is also shown in his international and national reputation. He's a member of Council of NIH Council, so that's a big deal, and that's we're very proud of having Dave in that capacity, and that shows that his leadership. He's also editor of Biomaterials. That also shows his level of knowledge and capacity in that area. So, yeah. Dave, we're glad to still have you in our Department of Pharmaceutics. And we're glad to have you as my new chair in bioengineering, because I'm also a member of both. So wish you luck in both capacities, and really fun to have you on campus, and really an asset to have you on campus to work with you in the future. Dave has a sense of humor, but I can't talk about it, sorry.
And then he said, great, let's see another one.
So, Dave, congratulations. Best wishes to you on your new adventure in the Department of Bioengineering. I think you'll be a great new leader for them and take them to new dimensions and heights. I look forward to seeing you wandering around the hallways of SMBB, and if I can provide any help to you ever, please feel free to contact me. You've been a great mentor to me as I've stepped into the executive committee, and I really, really appreciate all the help and cynicism and snark that you've provided to me over the past 2 years. They've been really a great humorous relief, and also peppered very much so with lots of pearls of wisdom. So thank you very much, and best wishes to you.
Sean? Sean?
I believe we met in July 1984. So it was 32 years ago. So he joined Professor Seung-Won Kim's lab about 6-7 months before my joining. So he was really spoiled by Korean students. There were many Korean students. So he learned how to make Korean food. So I believe he still enjoyed Korean food. He never say no. So that's why it make him very busy all the time. So he never said no. Whatever he was asked, he said yes. And then he running around to do all the requests. Dave is really talented in language. Of course he talk in English like a machine gun. But he picked up the German in a very short time period. Even English German is a kind of a similar grammatical or grammar structure. It's amazing. He was able to speak in a short time period, 6 or 1 month, 1 year already, and he was able to talk in German. And I can say that he's one of the best teachers, because he knows almost everything. I don't know. I have no idea how he knows almost everything in the world. That's what I like to convey to him.
Hello, Dave. Just wanted to take a moment to say thank you for all of your service and commitment to the College of Pharmacy. It's always good to see someone and to be able to express appreciation to someone who comes here as a student and then comes back and pays back to the college really what they got out of it. And so I want to thank you on behalf of the college, all you've done as chair of the Department of Pharmaceutics and Pharmaceutical Chemistry, your commitment to the college as a whole, your lovely, cynical sense of humor, lightening up times in executive committee meetings, and for your thoughtful guidance of me during these 2.5 years of interim deanship and helping me really be able to succeed at some level in this role. So best wishes in bioengineering, and I'm sure we'll see you a lot on campus and look forward to lots of opportunities to interact going forward. Congratulations on the new position.
When I first met Dave Grainger, he was our new department chair, and so he came around and individually met all of his new faculty. And so I think the first question I asked him was he going to fire me? I think maybe it was a legitimate question, but I think he kind of went, and he got really nervous, and then he started talking about the three-legged stool with the teaching, research, and service, and then so on and so on. So he sort of had to talk me off the wall. And then I think I heard on the grapevine afterwards he had to go talk to Steve Kern to sort of have some kind of therapy session to figure out how to deal with me. But in any case, that's maybe the weirdest thing that's happened with Dave and I. Other things I remember about him is that he's an incredible piano player, and I know at some parties he's had jazz music in his back pocket that he's whipped out, and then he'll sit down and play piano. He also is an excellent knitter, and so I think at some point I also said he does everything I do except way better. So he's sort of a super human guy, and I think he doesn't sleep either. So those are my fond memories of Dave. I just really appreciate all of his service to the department and all the things that he did in the background that maybe we didn't really know about the details in terms of like recruiting faculty or trying to cut deals and things like that. He's been an enormous amount of time that maybe was unappreciated. And not only that, but she's even giving some encouragement to me personally at certain times when things were looking pretty bleak, and he encouraged me as well. And I just really also love his energy and his kind of so crazy sense of humor that if you don't know him well, you might not understand. But once you know him, you know that he's just trying to make everybody laugh, and he uses his humor sort of to cut the ice, break the ice, like in the classroom setting, or in faculty meeting, or at holiday parties and things like that. So I really appreciate all that he did for our department. Of course, I'm super sad that he's leaving, but he'll be close by, so we can still find him and throw eggs at him if we feel like we need to. Dave, why are you leaving us? Come back.
Sean, Sean, wake up. We're doing the video. The video.
Oh, I don't want, just put it on YouTube.